If you've made it through my other videos, I congratulate you. If not, I implore you to go back and watch those first so you can truly understand the potential for what I'm about to show you. But understand this, if you put limits on everything you do, it will spread into your life. It will spread into your work. There are no limits, only plateaus. And you must not stay there. You must go beyond them. So I present to you the UAC bypass. Every hacker has been there. You've gotten access to your target's PC and you're about to run your script to own their entire system, and the user account control, or UAC for short, is a fundamental component of Microsoft's security vision. It aims to mitigate the impact of malware. So each app that requires the admin access token will prompt for consent. Essentially, a bunch of people in suits over at the Microsoft headquarters implemented this process to make it more difficult for us hackers to make the changes to our target systems to progress us further in our hacking endeavors. Are we going to let them do that? Absolutely not. Today, I have something special for you. I'm not just going to teach you how to unlock the door, I'm going to show you how to blow it open. So let's take a look at the UAC bypass function from my Powershell for Hackers repository. First, I'm going to show you how to hardcode this concept into your payload. We'll start off by looking at this simple command to generate a text document called "it worked" to the root of your C directory. As many of you know, this is not something you can do without admin privileges. Now, I have two PowerShell windows open. One has standard privileges, and one has admin privileges. If we take that command to generate a text document and run it in the standard window, you'll see it throws an error. Permission is denied. If we run that same command in the admin window, you'll see the "it worked" text file was indeed generated in the C directory. Today, I'm going to show you how to run any admin level command in a standard PowerShell window. Full disclaimer though, this is an advanced level function and I can't show you the original code. In order to get this to run, I have to scramble up the original code and obfuscate it to get it past the antivirus. Truth be told, you should never run code if you don't know exactly what it does. So user discretion is advised. With that being said, let's get into it. There are two steps you're going to have to follow in order to use my technique. First, you're going to have to convert your PowerShell command into base64 formatting. If you do not know how to do this, fortunately for you, I already wrote a function and made a tutorial for doing exactly that. So go find that function in my PowerShell for Hackers repository and get caught up, then come back. Once you have converted your command, you need to store it in the code variable like shown here. Next, you have this big block of code that I heavily obfuscated so the antivirus doesn't catch it. However, essentially what this block of code is doing is opening an admin level PowerShell window and running whatever base64 code is stored in the code variable. Please know they will eventually catch on and I will have to modify the code. I might even have to change the variable name, so pay attention to the documentation for future updates. So anyways, we will copy and paste all of this into a standard PowerShell window and run it. And there we go. This time we were able to generate that file from a standard PowerShell window. And keep in mind, you can run any admin level command with this technique. Disable the antivirus, bypass AMZ, change the execution policy, whatever your heart desires. Now, I have also turned this technique into a function for easier implementation into a script where you intend to run multiple admin level commands. It is a simple function that takes one parameter, that being your base64 code, and runs it through the same code block as before and executes it with admin level privileges. The syntax is simple enough, calling the function and inserting your base64 code. So if we take this and run it in a standard non-admin level PowerShell window, if successful, it will still generate our "it worked" file in the root of our C directory. As you can see, it did. The possibilities for this function are endless, and I'm excited to see what payloads you guys come up with. Make sure to check out the rest of the functions in my PowerShell for Hackers repository for inspiration. If you find it helpful, leave a star. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. To see more content like this, subscribe. I am Jakoby. My crime is that of curiosity. And yeah, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought him back. Till next time.